SCP-093. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. See Testing Document SCP-093-T1 for outline of testing conditions. SCP-93 must remain on a mirror at all times and under video surveillance. Admittance into the area of 93's containment must be authorized only with proper video recording and subject retrieval procedures in any place. Any attempt to use 93 outside of an approved test will be dealt with severely up to and including termination. Description: 93 is a primarily red disc carved from a stone composite resembling cannabar, with circular engravings and unknown symbols carved at 5 cm depth around the entire object. Deeper cuts are presented on 93 with a depth of 1 to 1.5 centimeters. 93 is 7.62 centimeters in diameter, fits comfortably in the first most palms without aberration. 93 will change hue when held with a living individual. The colors taken by 93 will still being researched to establish a link. Current belief holds that the charges depend upon the regrets carried by the holder. If 93 is removed from a mirror and not held by a person, it will seek out the nearest mirror-like surface. 93 has been observed to travel the largest possible circle while rolling, building up phenomenal speed. The mechanism of this acceleration is currently unknown. If an obstacle is between 93 and nearest mirror-like surface, it will use the monument to punch through the obstacle and continue its course and speed. It will only stop when a mirror-like surface is contacted. Despite tremendous impact velocities, no damage will be dealt with in 93 or the mirror. Additional notes: no records exist to clarify the nature of 93's discovery or presence in the Foundation. See 93-OD, since no records exist explaining 93's method of containment. A test procedure was initially to establish why mirrors must be used to contain. The results of 93-T1 led to the discovery of the living beings holding 93 being able to move through the mirrors in a series of tests of 093-T2 to ascertain the destination reached through the travel. 93's original document. Item number SCP-093, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Item number 3 is to be kept in a silver-lined mirror on a 0.3 by 0.23 meter, 1 foot by 9-inch pedestal, at least 1.22 meters, 4 feet off the ground, in containment cell block redacted. Object is not to be contained in areas exceeding 3.66-3.05 meters, 12 feet by 10 feet, nor placed in mahogany, pine, cherry, or aluminum pedestal above the level 1 of the containment cell block redacted. Object can be handled safely and albeit gently without consequences. Tests and consequences therefore involving containment conditions can be viewed in Sector B:35-1, the attached report. Description: Object was found on the shore of the Red Sea, 30th of January 1968, emitting a low psi and dim blue gleam. Its color has since turned into an orange mixture of red, only emitting a hue of varying volume. Whilst in the presence of female examiners of ages between 34 and 41, 93 resembled the document blue for 54:35 and 1:23 on 26th of April 1986, coincidentally, when the body of 193-9834 was discovered in the research facility redacted. Ties between 194-9834 and 93 remain inconclusive, and effects prolonged exposure to 93 remain unknown except for the inefficacy reports of periods of calmness, and in case of 242-0049, as periodic waves of depression, loss of balance, and thoughts of suicide. These feelings are reportedly not exceeded 11 days in duration. Objects seem to react to the essence of 242-0056 by turning light violet for no more than 2 minutes and 9 seconds. As documented on 12 March 1993, effects of the reaction remain unknown. Additional notes: origins of 093 remain unknown, and the documents of recovery of 93 have since been destroyed in a fire research facility redacted 9th of December 1989. Reports on the feelings of researchers who handled 93 have remained inconsequential since April 1995. SCP-093-T1 Containment Test. Testing of 93 against conditions set forth by existing containment procedures to assess the ability of containing such containment, beginning with changing the type of mirror used as a position of rest. Mirrored surface, brass frame, a retail-grade mirror. 93 rests without activity when placed in the mirror. The test alone removes the need for costly silver wooden containment systems. Standard grade table. 93 turns right up and begins to roll across the table surface in one direction, making a U-turn and rolling to the other, completing an oval shape, repeating this action until mirror is brought into its vicinity, at which time 93 rolls around the mirror and lays flat waves against it, gliding towards the center. It is noted that despite the grainy feel of 93, it does not mark the mirror in any fashion while moving across it. Two mirrors at the end of a standard grade table. 93's gravitates towards the closer mirror, regards its orientation, makes known distance between the different types of mirrors, favoring a factor of distance above all else and choosing a mirror to move to. Mirror held by a person moved around. 93 follows the mirror as it moves around, gaining speed until maximum velocity of redacted is reached. At any velocity, the impact of 93 against the mirrored surface results in no damage to either object. Pressing holding 93 or placing it on a mirror. This test was accidental, the result of one of the staff tripping another after some debate about who would be covering the lunch tab. As a result of the behavior of the researchers, it was discovered that the person holding 93 and placing it against a mirror will in fact move into the mirror. Addendum. Containment testing is continued after establishing that 93 requires only a mirror to test inert. Testing on a human interaction with mirrors while holding 93 authorized by Dr. Redacted. SCP-93-T2 Mirror Test. Testing Protocol. Subjects testing 93 must wear a Class 3 buckle harness strapped to their chest and attached to the tension pulley system, allowing for 30 meters, 1,000 feet of movement. Additional spools may be added to extend movement if necessary. The clasps connecting these spools must be high grade and capable of withstanding applied pressure of 0.2 tons. Field kit containing the following should be contained, or standard issue for testing SCP-093. 1. A wrist-mounted light source with 3 hours lifespan. Additional power source providing up to 6 additional hours. 4.5 liter water bottles with water. 4 MREs, any type, plus 2 plain granolas, chocolate chips allowed. 1 standard issue Beretta 9mm firearms with 24 rounds of ammunition, loaded. This is not to be issued until subject is passed into a mirror using 93 and should be given under armed supervision, ensuring that the subject passes through entirely. This item is to be requisitioned first upon subject's return, and subject may be made aware of this before leaving the line of sight with 93's mirror. 1 standard issue field lamp. Subject is not made to be aware of this item, must find it within his own kit. Subject must also attach a video system with camera mounted movement around its head or shoulders. The video device should be cable-based and allow for the same length of travel with return systems. Wireless cameras have shown mixed results, should only be to testing conditions. Where SCP-093 is currently known color, new colors must be tested during wire fed. During testing, the color of SCP-093 must be recorded, as well as a history of the subject in terms of their incarceration to identify how SCP-093 determines the color to assume. A link appears to be connected to the guild, to lack of therefore the subject's psyche. The attached test results should be read in order, which will be read in other videos. The following data has been classified. Personnel across this data must be read all declassified test data and proof for level 2 class personnel. Approved by 2 class 4 personnel.